Guys doing? This is Martin. You know me from my series on how to pay off your car loan in 36 months without giving up Starbucks. Also, some of you guys have been watching my articles on it, like the unemployment articles, 2101. Those deal with the unemployment. And then the 4020s, one deals with homeowners, 4024 deals with eviction. And the one you better be, and then the one's about homeowners, like I talked to you yesterday about 4023, about allowing the homeowners to have up to a year forbearance to pay off the home, which means you're gonna go 12 months without paying on your loan, and then I assume in 12 months you're gonna have to get a job that pays you 12 times as much as you're making now to make that one, because you couldn't make that one payment with the check that you had before. You're probably not making it. Then you lost your job and you couldn't make it with the unemployment and the cars and the taxes. Now you're gonna let it go for 12 months, and you're saying you're gonna go 12 months later and not pay it. And also, before I get started, I want to congratulate Chad Hooper. His name is Chad Hooper, from joining the channel. Congratulations, Chad, for subscribing. And I want to make sure I give you the best content, get what you can from the channel. Sometimes I go off the wall, sometimes I'm on point. So today I'll talk a little bit of politics and why I'm here. The goal of our company is to help the first 6.6 million of you who file for unemployment. The reason I want to help you is because I've been there. Because I know you've been listening to all like, oh, once the doors open up, everything's going to be all back to normal. No. When I lost my job back in 1995, like I told you yesterday, AM, PM, temporary service, UPS, FedEx, those are all the jobs I worked after I got laid off. Not counting when I worked at the liquor store in a cooler. I picked up Craigslist jobs where I did accounting. So it took me over 2 years of just getting those side jobs until I actually found the job to when I got to my original salary. Because back in my time, that's why I wanted some of you guys to invest some of that money. It was $1,440 a month. That was it. $750 for rent, $299 for my Nissan Pathfinder. Left me with $360 to live on a month. Now somehow, due to this governor calls thing, now you guys are getting $3,600 a month. Take that money and use it and invest it in yourself. You only get it for 9 months, and it also gave you $1,200. Oh my God. Take that money and invest it, because those people that are come behind you, they're going to connect their money for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. It depends on the state, especially you can see some of the states like Washington, New York, and Los Angeles, they've been hit the hardest. But between you and me, if you ever go to downtown LA, just take a trip to downtown LA, go down to Skid Row. You see all these homeless people, and not just cities, not just like a block, it's like cities. And you wonder what happens when you get a disease or contaminant like this, how it spreads, and how all of a sudden, you can have it explode. That's what happened in New York. And if you ever take a trip to Washington, you see the same thing. And go to Oregon, the homeless teens are all over the place. You can just imagine if you get one little germ, how it expands. And even if you're like a person who's not homeless, walking by one of these people, what you're contracting, and then it just spreads and spreads and spreads. So those are the states fighting that says live and let live. Okay, well, in New York, you find out you live, but hey, you just may die if you not have any type of boundaries. So take a look at that. Let me know what you think about that conspiracy theory. And the last one, I say, unfortunately, unfortunately, the Democrats are partially responsible for. Have you been fired, laid off? How are you guys feeling? How are you 100,000 people feeling at Disneyland? You have 50,000 people die out of 40 million. That's only a half a percent. That's probably less. You're probably, the chances of you dying are more, 40,000 out of 40 million people die. So that's half a percent. You got a better chance of dying. Do you have a making interest? I don't know. That didn't come out right. The interest in the bank is less than your chances. Your chances of dying are less than what the bank is paying you in the bank, which is zero. I don't know. That one didn't work. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is like it's such a small percentage, man. You probably have a better chance of getting hit by a car, an airplane, a rabid dogs attacking you, or aliens kidnapping you. It's such a small percentage. But how do you 100,000 feel when you hear like your governor say, "We want to protect you and we want you to be safe," but you don't have a job. You sitting at home. How about you 17,500 from Cinemark? What'd you guys think when you like the 17,500 laid off? Then you have all the CEOs and execs that took pay cuts. That is from the Democrats. Those are the ones who are not, you have like this, they're science minded, no common sense. So that's why you guys have like this big divide. You have the states that are going to open up, and you have the northern states that are going to open up. So probably in about a week or two, I believe you'll have all the southern states' economies will be open. And the northern ones will still be like, well, we want 0% deaths. I like compare it to like, I can just compare it to like cop shootings of blacks. Say like 1,700 blacks get killed. Are you going to stop the cops from shopping? I mean, blacks in every whoever the cops kill. Just let's be controversial today. Be controversial. Are you going to stop people from having guns? Are you going to stop black people from having guns because they kill black people? Are you going to stop a man and wife who are arguing from having a gun because you got a motor suicide? You see what I mean? You should stop all that too. But no, we have a few people that die and we just want to stop the economy because we think everyone's going to die. They act like this is like, was it 28 weeks later or a zombie movie? It's just, let me tell you, then we'll get back to how I can help you. Basically, what you have is a Democratic Party. Unfortunately, let's just get touched in the 60s and the 70s, the blacks and minorities, they were disadvantaged, and the Democrats they did help. But in the 80s and the 90s, and especially during the Trump thing, there's really no need. We're more, not so much, we're not all equal. We don't all love each other. But hey, we're almost live and let live and stuff. So we're like, if we don't need I don't need you telling me who to hate. I don't need you telling me, I don't want to tell you who to hate. It's like me telling you what kind of car to buy and stuff. So basically, the Republicans just says, hey, just take your money, spend it, do what you want, live your life. But you have the Democrats, well, we want you to be nice to everyone. We want you to do this, we want you to do this. And the evil Republicans are coming for you. And that's what they used to do to all the black people. My grandmother voted Democratic till she died. But even during the Obama administration, she's like, and maybe it ain't smart to have a brother in office more than two terms in a row. That's why Obama's name is like, unfortunately, he's not a good representation of. Sometimes it's not good to break the barrier and not set a good standard. But what I'm saying is like you have a party that's lost its base. They have no base. What base do they have? They have nothing. So the only way to create another base is to create another crisis. So the new base could possibly, we have a lot of young people out of work, no money. So like, hey, we're the Democrats and we'll help you get back to work. That could be the new base that we have being created. We could have it, we could not. So that's my conspiracy theory. Let me know what you think. But our goal is to help you 6.6 million though, get back to work. How we're gonna do this? We're gonna help you apply 1995 skills to 2020 environment. When I got laid off back in 1995, there was no internet, there was no YouTube. I mean, back when I got laid off, you had to go down to the unemployment center to do like have a computer like this. You had to go down to the unemployment, and I only give you 1 hour on the computer. Okay, so you can only work on your computer one time, and you got to get out. Or you would go to the job center, and sometimes you stay on an hour, but then after hour or so, okay, you got to be off in 2 hours. So you're off in 2 hours. So we're going to teach you the old-fashioned way where you have to, hey, this is Martin. Do you have any job openings? We're going to teach you guys how to follow up and teach you how to deal with the hard reality that you're not going to get the same job that you had before. You're looking at least 2 years before you get like an equivalent paying job. Like I told you before, AM, PM, UPS, FedEx, working in a liquor store. I think I also maybe worked at Target too. But you're going to work all these side jobs. And we're also going to teach you that when you get that first job, be ready to be fired. It's not that you did anything bad. It's like once you get that first job, you're like, God, this guy's really smart. And you make everyone else look dumb. we're gonna have to let you go. Or like you go to the second job, you've been there 3 or 4 days. We're gonna hire Aunt Betty to do your job because we don't know how to expand our business, so we need to get rid of you. You'll be going on, and then do like I did when I worked at UPS. Do you know what? They used to get the driver used to bring cash into the office to all of us who were working, and we had a route. I had quarters, dollars, checks, all on my desk. And we'd tally that money. Oh, like being a gangster, you have all this money. And then we'd take the money and we'd give it to the deposit it, and we'd have like a delivery driver pick it up. After I lost my job, I was there for about 2 or 3 months. I was feeling good. And then one day she's like, well, we can't handle the taxes here in California. So either you guys can move with us to Arizona, or we're going to close down our business. It's like, oh, we're going to move to Arizona with us, or you're just going to get laid off and let the temp company find another job for you. It's like, oh. So you're going to go through all those ups and downs. So you're going to learn we're going to teach you how to just use some 1995 skills. Just teach you the economic, just psychology you're going to need from going to job to job. Also going to teach you some skills on how to put yourself ahead of the crowd, because now you're a salesman. You first 6.6 million, get in your unemployment checks. We want to help you, because that group coming behind you, they're going to be hungry, because they're going to get their checks for like 3 or 4 weeks. And once the job market opens up, they're going to go in and like, oh, I'll work for free. I'll work for this. And we don't want you to do that. We just want you to go in there and just say, hey, we're here to do this. Can we help you? We'll give them a price range. Just talk like, hey, this guy's unemployed, but he's been working different jobs. Just say, hey, I worked this one job. Hey, they let me go. I worked this one job. Aunt Betty took my position. I worked this job. But see, I'm still going. I'm progressing. I'm working on my finances. And eventually you'll hit that peak point. You'll take off. You may be making more before. Our goal is to have you making more than before. That's why, what I tell you, $40 program, $100 program, $597 program. Those are the programs we're offering to you guys. Just make the check out. Martin Morris, P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92402. Martin Morris, P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92402. Let us know what program works for you. Yes, I'm teaching you how to float a check. It's one thing you got to learn when you're unemployed. I don't want you using your credit cards. I don't want you using debit cards. Float the check, as long as you know the money's coming in within like a day or two. Banks probably not even, this economy, the bank is probably going to take 3, 4, maybe 5. Okay, that's 3 to 4 days to pay that check. So it gives you 4 days. And the reason you float a check is 1, you want to avoid late fees. 2, you just want to build confidence in somebody you're working with. You give a person a check, they think that's real money. I just posted it for a day or two. I said, that's fine. And you just want to learn how to save those credit cards and those debits until the last minute. And some of you go saying, Martin, I don't think we want to work with you right now. Well, why don't you do like Chad Hooper, who subscribed to our channels. Chad probably watched this for a while, and he built up his confidence in us to help him. But now Chad Hooper is part of our YouTube channel, and then hopefully he'll be one of our customers. But hey, there's 21 million to 26 million of you guys out of work. How many of you are going to be smart like Chad Hooper and learn the skills to get out there, make some money? I'm not saying get a job. Get out there and make some money. Or if you like Chad, or if not or you can be like some other kind of clients we have. Hey, okay, we want to pay you $40, $100, $500, Martin. Put us into your program. Teach us what you know. Give us those 1995 skills. Teach us how to make some money. And that's what we're going to help you do. So MAR, so comment, subscribe, like. Let me know if you've been fired, laid off, downsized. Or if you're a college student, not you out of school, and the janitor's making more than you need to subscribe to you.